Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 236. I'll just kick off the intro, do some more checks here. Having some niggles. Telio. Hopefully it's all going. Code over week. Safest place to go, underground base, if there's a virus floating around. Wonder how many preppers will go underground until the virus cure is found. Hopefully no problems. Yeah, usual, no swearing, be good on the side. Let's have some fun. Yeah, I should have ended that music sooner, shouldn't I? Well, good to be back. Another long week. So back to UFO stuff. I've been coding all week, trying to improve the live stream. We'll make it a bit more fun anyway. So hopefully everything's working, sounds all working okay. Is it too low volume? Looks alright here. Yeah. Got to watch the levels here. You got that right. Okay, so yeah, who's out there? Got 6 people watching apparently. So yeah, I've been busy coding all week, and I think I may have found a little bug before I started. Looks like it might be a bug with the actual Canon software, how it handles web pages, buffering or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. This is the first time we've done a live test of it anyway. So yeah, I better type up the welcome message first, and then we'll get into it. So if I drop off, I just stand by and I'll restart the software. So there's no big deal if it plays up or anything. It's easier to get it going again. OT channel, live stream 236. So Saturday analysis. And fun. I called this one a wee bit of a fun one. Hopefully it'll work out that way. So long as the bug is on the outside. Yeah, I was just saying in the intro there, I wonder how many preppers have gone underground until there's a cure for the virus. There might be a few out there doing a test run that may be rich enough to do that without having to worry about money. So yeah, just nothing really planned today. So this time we might actually do a lot of UFO stalker cases. But unfortunately, I lost my bookmark on UFO Stalker, so I think we did all of them last time, if I remember right. So we just started fresh. So what I've done is I've written this Windows code, and I've got this little control panel here that pops up with various buttons on it, which can do various effects. So yeah, should be a bit of fun. So I got one now for where people swear on the show, that I got an F-bomb button here. So yes, mostly for Robert when I want to get fed up with him, I can now do this. Although I've still yet to improve on the graphic that I've found. Let's see if it works. It may stuff up now, of course. I can't see it. Oh yeah, it's on the main screen. But why can't I see it? Oh yeah, I think it's because it's running way behind. Let's see. I'm just checking on the Google screen. So are you seeing a rhino purring on the top right? So yet to edit that little graphic, so it should be purring over top of the side chat, as well as Rob's head when he's guttermouthing. So yeah, so I can turn that off, the F-bomb off and on, hopefully. It's taking a wee while for the Google to catch up here. So it's not too interactive for me. It's about 30 seconds behind, I think. Could even be longer now. It still hasn't gone off the screen here. So that's how far behind it is. Although to you it will seem like real time, hopefully. And of course, I've got this button here called minimal window, where I can actually make it full screen or like an insert window. So now I've got my Kiwi pops up, hopefully. So this is the first time I'm testing it with all the software running, apart from video, of course. We're still yet to have to do that. So yeah, it's quite complex code. It's a Windows application that's setting up semaphores, and the web page looks for the semaphores and activates various pieces of code on the actual live stream software. So it's executable talking to a web page running on another executable, pretty much. So yeah, here's Don't Be a My Nana thing popping up, which is in a window at the moment, but I can make it full screen as well. Let's probably have to look at my main screen here rather than the Google screen. So now we should make it full screen, hopefully. There we go. And then minimize it again. And yeah. So that will keep repeating until I untick that button there. And it'll move on further in the video. Or the sequence, I should say. So now it's moving on further. So this is my laser Kiwi. So when we get a few trolls on there, I can just push the buttons now and zap them like that. So I've still got a few more funny bits to add, hopefully. And I've got one for intermission break. So, and then I can halt it anytime, hopefully, and it turns off. Yep. So it seems to be working all right, which is kind of cool. So it doesn't mean I rely on third-party people anymore. It runs as a local web server on the machine now. Hasn't added too much CPU, probably between 1 and 5% from what I'm seeing there. Of course, I got the Men in Black one when we got a technical problem, which we did earlier. And that will keep repeating until I click off the button again. Seems to be alright. I think there's a little buffer problem with the live stream software, which I don't know how it happens, so maybe I'm going to have to investigate that. So yeah, you've seen those ones before, I think, but I've yet to create some more special effects. I've got a UFO that flies across the screen, that sort of stuff to do. I'm going to do a Dr. Greer one that pops up and say stuff to Robert when I get a chance. Probably a couple of UFO ones, and a goof button, which you're probably going to guess is going to be on GoofOn. So yeah, I got lots of funny things planned. So that was the Man in Black one. And of course, we got the troll one here. So here we go down the side. Yeah, so it's working pretty good. Pretty amazing, really. So yeah, this is why you do computer science. This is why you have degrees, so you can actually self-learn and do this complicated stuff. So you don't have to rely on other people. So yeah, the troll one, which some of you have seen as well.
And I am dumb, and I am dumb,
so it can take about 5 seconds to pop up.
and I am dumb, and I am dumb,
So when you got a troll, you can have it repeating over.
I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as... And I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb.
Yeah, we'll just keep on saying you're a dump. Until I click off the button, it should resume the video for the past 5 seconds. So yeah, trolls better watch out, I guess.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
This is all the fakes Tyler did with his voice.
And I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all
we
that I can
still
say
have people out there
My name is Dr. Eric Norton.
claiming that he does nothing wrong.
For the NSA and NASA for going
Mr.
on 12
May
years
out
now.
there on BitChute.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let... The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32
So you can hear it clearly, it's his voice there. So anyone that hasn't seen Tyler
to let
fakes before,
my name is
this
Ken.
is a collection of 3 of them anyway.
Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken. Ken. Disinformation artist. Disinformation artist.
Yep, he's certainly a disinformation artist. So we can actually do combinations. We can have the rhino pop up and crap on everybody. And you can do the troll team one or Men in Black one at the same time. So I'll just do the Kiwi one again. Right, and we can make it go full screen, so I won't be able to see the side chat. Hopefully it works. There we go. So yeah, it's all working good. Back to small window again. So yeah, I got that flexibility. I can't move it around the screen though, because it's run as a web page on top of a layer on top of the actual desktop. So yeah, that one's not transparent, so you can't do transparent videos, and I need to do transparent GIFs so that Rhino doesn't have, the Rhino won't have all the background there. So there's still lots to do there. So yeah, just go full screen with the Rhino. It's all working good. Turn off the Rhino. I just so love that one. I wanted to have the banana splat on the screen, but yeah, I didn't know how to do it. I'm only limited on my video editing knowledge, but people with Adobe out there probably can do a better job. So can I get back into a window? It's all working good. So also got one when I want to do a break.
You are listening to the Out There channel. You are listening to the Out There channel.
And it progresses on, you see. I need to update that video as well. You can see it's got the old timetable. How's my voice coming out over top of it? Sounds alright. That's music that one of our ex-fans helped with. He wrote the music, helped with some of the graphics here with the alien. And he decided he didn't like me anymore, so he went on his way. Searching for the truth behind the UFO phenomena. So that goes on for 20 minutes, I think it is, intermission video. Which we don't do intermissions anymore because we're not doing those 8-hour strings that we used to. But yeah, that's quite a good effect, that one, the loose. Here's a 3-dimensional look. I wanted to do one with a UFO on it, but I'm not sure how to do that with layers. There's probably some clever artist out there that did that. They're going to have a little UFO flying over its head there. So the label run across the top here of intermission, that's also on a separate layer, which is quite interesting how I did that. So let's see if the minimum works still. But this is where it normally goes wrong, is on this video. Maybe because it has to cache a lot more information. That's pretty good. And if I hold it, it should turn off. And back on that one. It's ready. So yeah, it doesn't look much, but there's a lot of work involved in that. So what does everybody think of that? And of course I'm going to have another button down here that scrolls through more button options. So I'm going to add more stuff over the coming years, funny clips, hopefully. I was thinking about maybe look for ideas out there that you'd like to see. Maybe have a UFO shoot a laser beam at the side chatters. Make it sort of shoot a hot laser gun down here and it sort of corrodes the edge of the chat window, maybe. What do you think about that? He's out there. Hey Rob. So I've got something else a bit more funny coming up. It's not my program, but it's a lot of fun. So let me just see if it's going to work. First of all, I'll just try it with a base screen. It wasn't quite compatible with Windows 10. I had to do some tricks to get it working, but yeah, it's great. It's a great program. You may have seen it in the past. Why is it not opening up? Something strange going on here. Let me just minimize that one. You might see the screen blink a wee bit. Okay. Yes. Alright, so let me just see if it's gonna work. And I won't be able to see the side chat because it sort of pauses while it runs. Okay. So I got this one called Stress Relief, and it's the most fun one. So let's see if it works on the stream. And hopefully it's capturing alright. So it allows me to do this sort of stuff, hopefully. So Rob was up there in the corner. I could slap him in the head for swearing. Hopefully it's still capturing alright. Can't quite see the control panel. So we can choose various weapons. I like this one here, which is a paintball one. Not sure how many different colours there are. Machine gun one is a lot of fun.
Google, why did you give me my money? $3 for you on the channel.
And you look at coupon
No justice in this world. People lying to get money and people that do it.
So I just really love that one. Hopefully you saw it. Until I end it, I won't be able to see. But another one is the flamethrower. Where is it? That one? Oh no, it's a laser gun. Shoot the side shadows here. And then we got, where's the flamethrower? That one. This one's really fun. I'll just put some burn for a wee while. What else we got? We got ants or termites. That's not a very good one. The stamp one's pretty good. I wish you could customize it though, have your own stamps on it. Soul, was that short for troll or something? Soul. Radiation. You can slap it on top of Robert's head, couldn't we? Speaking of which, we have got an image here of him somewhere that we can have a play with. It's just all in good fun though. What else we got here? What's that one? Oh, that one allows us to wash off the stuff. Repair it. Repairing gun. What else we got here? Stamp. Termites we didn't do. Termites are pretty useless though. There's little termites on the screen that run around. Don't know if you can even see them. They're sort of moving around doing something. I suppose they're gradually eating the screen away. I don't know how many it can do. What else we got? Chainsaw. I wish it'd make a bigger cut though. Machine gun's far the best one there. So if I push escape, we should be back to normal screen again. So that was a lot of fun. I could do that all day long. Take it out. What else we can do here? So how close are we to warp drive engine? Should be fun. So hopefully it's streaming still. Let me just check. Looks like it's going there. So far we haven't any stupid dropouts, which is good. Excellent condition at connection. I mean, well, that's good. That's what we want to hear. Yeah, so we got a picture of Rob here, so let's have a bit of fun shooting at Rob. Yeah. I think it's the one with his t-shirt. Just bring up the thing again. Look at that handsome bugger coming up. There we go. Get Susan excited there. So what do you want to do to him? I expect a lot of people out there want to do all sorts of things for Rob, especially in the UFO community where he gets banned. Yeah, machine guns are way better though. Don't you just like how the bullets fall out there? Flamethrower. Oh no, we're burning off his beard. Oh no. Oh, poor Rob. What's that pool doing to him? Should we stick some stamp on his head? Radiation. Walking Dead. Okay, what else we got? Oh, the paint gun. That's quite fun. Yeah, so what else we got? Laser. Could shoot him in the head with a laser. That's very UFO way. Shame it does not continuous, so you can just go across the screen. Yeah, so the hammer chainsaw's not so good. But... yeah. So yeah. So I have my weapons of mass destruction there. So we should move on, I guess. So yeah. I'll just open up the screens here again. So it hasn't crashed or done anything stupid, so that's a good thing. But we need to test it with Robert on the side chat as well. On the side, I mean video. Oh, Robert's smiling. I feel better. Yeah. Once I get the rhino perfect, a bit better. Have a little UFO. I'm going to have a little UFO. It goes from the corner to the other corner with jets flying across the screen. So yeah, be looking for ideas out there. I want to do like a goof on video clip where he pops up and says red worm, and a bunch of party balloons come along and whack him in the head, because that would be funny. Then we have Dr. Greer. He'll be popping up and saying no you swearing. And maybe even do a Corbell one. I got a picture of him. I was going to do for a comedy. It looks really funny. So what could we do with Corbell? You know, so the idea is endless. You know, to make fun of idiots in the UFO field. So yeah, F-Bomb 2 will probably be the Dr. Greer one. Yeah, so yeah, it's not bad for what I managed to do in such a short time. I'm quite happy with that. So should be able to shrink it back down to the taskbar for the time being. And then we can move on with the rest of the show, I guess. So yeah, what did you think of that, Rob? And you got your mates there drinking, laughing. Was Susan about still? Susan, what's that? What you got there? Smiley face. Yeah, I didn't bring up a picture of Susan. Remember to do some side promotions there, Susan, and Discord and all that. Facebook. So yeah, moving on with the UFO stuff anyway. I'm quite happy with how that worked out. So there's a new show that's come up on TV called Expedition X for Josh Gates. I think I've mentioned about it before. And guess who was on it not long ago? Jimmy Tshirt and his BS UFO alien base in Mount Adams. So, as you probably know, he's all over the web and he still hasn't deleted that silly video. But yeah, this is one of the pictures from his video where he claims there is a entrance, right? He's saying that little square rectangle there is a doorway into the mountain. It's kind of a stupid place to put it, because if you have a look, if that was a base, it's way at the top here, right? This would make a really strange entrance to have it at the top where it's visible, especially during the daytime. And the UFOs would have to come on an angle like this into it to go deep into the mountain there. I don't know even if it's an active volcano or extinct volcano or what. A lot of these were made with volcanic action, of course, so we'll have lava tubes. But yeah, as you know, most bases always start at the base of a mountain and then go under it, because they've got all that rock above there protecting it from nuclear blasts and bombs being dropped. So as you can see, there's a lot of images about UFOs at Mount Adams. Is that one there? It doesn't say a name. So this one here, they're claiming is a UFO. Kind of looks like a bunch of balloons, doesn't it? Again, it looks like that red worm one where you got the bunch of balloons from so you got white and grey balloon combination that you use on wedding arches that I covered last time. So moving on. But yeah, the episode was quite interesting though. They did actually pick up a anomalous light in the episode, so it's definitely worth going to have a watch of it. Expedition X, I'll just bring it up here. There's not really Josh Gates on it. It's not like the old series of Destination Truth, which I really liked. I thought Destination Truth should have kept on going. Maybe it's too much work. Maybe Expedition, right? But Expedition X, Josh Gates only hosts it. He's got two other investigators that do all the work. So the series is here. And it's up to episode 5 at the moment. Season 1, that normally might be 6 episodes or 13, is it? I'm not sure. I'll stick a side link to it so you can have a look. Queue it up on your machines. Definitely episode 5. What were the best ones? They did the Mothman. It was so-so. But they did get some leaked information from that show which suggests that they were experimenting with stuff, radiation and all that. And maybe animals. What was the other thing? The Doll Island one wasn't too bad. Some weird stuff happened again. You know how the dolls move when they're doing investigation. What was the other ones they did? Can't remember, but the UFO one was probably the best one so far. Even though it had Jimmy Church on there. The Tyler promoter, as I call him. But he has seen some light recently. He's seen good. Corey Good is a con man now, and so is David Wilcock and a few others out there. Hopefully he now sees that Tyler is a con man. But still, He's promoting this video of the mountain base that's got 3.5 million views so far. See, why would you put it in that little peak when you could probably put entrance way down here? You know, it'd be a lot better place to put an entrance. Let's see. But they had one of those special cameras on the episode that MUFON people are using, which is meant to scan the skies and try to identify it using software and internet and stuff, whether it's a plane passing past or whether it's actually some unknown, or whether it's a drone, whether it's got characteristics of being a drone flying in the sky. Especially, I suppose, if you can see the angle of tilt and all that sort of stuff, you better say it's a drone. But yeah, still, computer software could be glitchy and guess it wrong. Might need to get a drink. So, what do we got here? Another UFO or smudge on the screen that they're claiming to be a UFO. So, what do you normally say that was? Well, that's obviously something that's moving closer to the camera where it's not focused, and of course it's going to be like a bug flying past the screen there. Bug or bird heading towards the trees. So we call those blue phase, where there's no definition. You can see how smoky it is. So what? Anything else here with UFO videos? Of course, it's the famous location where Kenneth Arnold saw the boomerangs, as they call it, or half crescent moons. But as we know, he saw two different craft designs, not actually one, which everybody keeps talking about. He actually saw two, which we've covered in previous lives. So where's all these UFO pictures? They're not popping up on the images here. So what's this one here? That's a classic smudge again. And it looks like a UFO dome because the way the compression works on the camera, and that will be a bird. Probably a hawk or something. Swooping down quick when they took the picture. And in fact, that looks like it might be a bit of cloud behind. It's sort of making it a white dome on top. Looks like it's a cloud there. Still an interesting picture. All these are interesting to look at. Why is it not going out? So what else we got? Anything else in the list here it's come up with? So that famous case there, was it? What they call those ones? Can't remember what it was called now. Let's see if it says History Channel, is it? That was on the Project Blue Book, wasn't it? As well, that case. I have to say the new season 2 is not actually too bad. If you treat it like a drama, they should have always kept it as a drama and not used real people's names. So that would have been a lot better series. They tried to base it on episodes, but it's pretty boring, you know. A lot of stuff, you know, in the first season. They tried to do more focus on the debunking side of it rather than the drama side of it, and I think it sort of lost, doesn't sort of work. But season 2, they focus more on the drama. Yeah, so right, we got another one here. So this is what Mount Adams is famous for, is these little orb lights, which can't be explained. We've talked about them in the past, that they could be Earth lights. Something happens with the electrical field around certain places where it can actually form these plasma balls in the sky. But maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's like a portal that opens up and allows interdimensional things to enter. Of course, we see this in this episode 5, exactly like this, like a ball light that seems to float around the sky and change direction. It's pretty low to the cloud tree levels, and we also saw similar on a TV series called What was that one called with the Bigfoot, Robert? A new series out where they got a team of professionals with technical skills instead of being silly airheads like the other series. Not finding Bigfoot, but there's a new series out, and I talked about it anyway. And they caught these 3 orb lights just floating around the tree line, just like this. And they had a Bigfoot appear, you know, not too far away. So maybe there is a Bigfoot UFO connection there. I just can't remember what the series is called now. Bigfoot something rather. I don't know if you can find it. Project Blue Book. Good. Yeah, I took back all the wrenches. I only give it to certain people now until we farm them out again. Because we've had a few problems, haven't we? Recently. So yeah. What's the Bigfoot show? Bigfoot. I thought you better know the name of it. Was it Expedition? Bigfoot? Was that the one? I think it might be. Travel TV. They seem to do a lot of paranormal stuff. Is that the team of experts? Looks like it might be. Where's the rest of them? But yeah, that was a really good series. It sort of wasn't long enough though. They sort of ended it when it was just getting good. Whether it's paranormal, Bigfoot, UFO related, everything was in that series. So they managed to capture it on camera. And they're using some of the high-tech stuff. So there's the team there. So yeah, definitely worth checking out that series. Bigfoot normally was made silly with all the other shows, but this one is... They're using big data. And they're collecting where all the sightings are on pretty much on a weekly basis, and then predicting where the Bigfoot might show up again, which is kind of interesting. Bigfoot show. So it's still working all right here. That's good. So yeah, probably have a look at what they debunked Jimmy Church's picture, right? As I think this was also on Jimmy Church's channel in the same location, claiming it was a UFO passing the screen. But it looks like someone's overlaid all the images here, have they? Clearly you can see it's looks like a bird heading towards the tree line there. Definitely a lot of bird images. Not sure what they've done with that one though. What else we got? We got this one here. What's that one? It's hard to know what that one is. Could be a bird with some artifacts. The problem is we never really get really HD anything, do we? It's just all a blur. Hopefully it's going to change in the future. And that one there was a CGI fake, obviously. A portal with stuff dropping out of it. Don't think there's anything else here. No, not seeing any other UFO pictures. What's that one? Another smudge in the sky. Looks like an old picture. UFO cloud, obviously. But I'm not sure what that is up there. Looks like maybe it could be an artifact. There's one up here too. Balloons, maybe? I don't know if there's anything else here. Just keep on going quickly down. There's one here. What's that one? Oregon. Oh, looks like a cloud. Because you get clouds forming in the sky, right? And they form a white mass and then disappear again. So you always have to be aware of that effect, especially around mountains, because you've got the hot and cold air passing over. What else we got here? So they reckon it's too steep to climb up to that mountain cave here. But I reckon someone could do it. You'd think you'd better fly a drone up there, wouldn't you? But still, I don't know. If they can fly a helicopter, you think they'd better fly a drone with a HD camera flying around it all the time. Maybe it's the batteries don't last long enough, especially if the cold temperatures up as you go upwards kills the battery. But you should be able to create a drone that's petrol driven, surely. Stay up there for hours. If the military can do it, someone hobbyists should be able to do it. Anyway, I'll just close that one down. So yeah, some pictures that come out. We'll just have a quick look. And so now they've finally got a close-up of the cave entrance here. That line up here would be this line here, which looks like a fault line in the rock. And it looks like it's sunken in a wee bit on the face here. There's that curvy bit here on the photograph going down and around. Shame they overlaid the thing on the TV show over the image, so they should have had it further down. Obviously they didn't know what they're doing. So this bit up here is all this bit here. And you can see the bit that's going around here. It's kind of curvy, which is that bit there. Because of this fault line here, people are always going to say, but there still could be a door there, it's just closed. Well, it's possible, but still. It's kind of strange, it's not symmetrical though, which kind of rules it out. See here, this bit's definitely going around here. So if it's a doorway, it's a funny doorway if it opens up. It's kind of strange shaped door. Like I said, at the top of the mountain, it doesn't make any sense. So we've got another angle here of the helicopter approaching it. And we can zoom in on that, which we can't do on the TV show. So there's the the whole side of the mountain there. And you see here, it's sort of sunken in. It's kind of, well, it gets in a dark shadow because of the angle. It sort of bends around like a banana. And then you got this dark line here where it's sunken in. So it looks like it's more like a big rectangle there, far away. But to me, yeah, you can see the shadow play on it already on the angle where the sun's coming around. But yeah, Il from MUFON looked at that years ago and said, yeah, it's just a shadow playing. And you see, it doesn't make sense having a doorway there when you got the back of it sloping off like this here. Better place for a doorway would be here, where it's more flat and it's got a deeper back end to it. But certainly down here would be a lot better place to put it, you know. Crazy. But Jimmy films his stuff in the daytime, as you can see here. It's not nighttime even. You want to do 4 spectrum on it. I bet it's radioactive as well, because a lot of mountain rock has radiation in it. So let's carry on and look at some MUFON cases, but I need to get a drink. So yeah, if anyone's actually got any of these Mount Adams pictures out there, join our channel and share it to us and we'll have a look. I don't think we can solve the orb light ones though. That's a bit of a mystery. So, where do we begin? Okay, so let's start off reading it with a new voice. American Woman. Oh, that's a song, isn't it? American Woman. Who sings that? Was it Billy Hendrix, was it? What's his first name? Jimmy. Jimmy as well.
I saw a triangle UFO in the sky in France, hover. After 25 minutes, it disappeared. It was not a fly, hot air balloon, drone, or home. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's an alien, but it was not something I knew.
Yeah, so she seems to be an expert. Okay. It's not a fly, drone, or balloon, she reckons. So, unfortunately, she's given us one image where she's defaced it, which is not what you do. We need the original uploaded. So, can we see anything here with super soon? Let's need the tree line. Looks blurry, out of focus, and yeah. Kind of looks like it could be a bird coming down towards the tree line there on the angle there. So it does look like it's far away, not closer to the camera, but it's a bit hard to tell without a video. Photographs are terrible for that. So I don't know if we can enhance it, but we'll save it and give it a try. Okay, I have to drag it over. My throat's a bit groggy today. I hope it's not coronavirus. The only way I'll get it though is from people over the park, the dog park, when I go out. Generally I'll stay away from people though. Why is it not working? Because it's their dogs normally steal the ball with my dog, and it gets annoying trying to get it back. So I normally try and stay away from people. It's like people take their dog to the park and don't think about taking some entertainment for their dog. They're quite happy for men to annoy other people having fun with their dog. It's really frustrating. My nose is blocking it, so it's not helping. So we got the image here. Let's open it up. And I don't think we're going to be able to do much with it. And it's not even the original, it's been defaced. Don't know if I even got it there, have I? Oh yeah, on the edge. It's not even circled correctly, is it? It needs to be right over the edge here. New image. Just there. So who wants to take bets as a bird? You can see how transparent looking it is. So it's obviously got motion blur. Maybe even some rolling shutter. Can we enhance it any? Gonna have to zoom in more, I think. We can make it look more like a UFO, but you can see even it doesn't even have a UFO shape, right? It looks like a splodge. Looks more like a triangle shape that you get with a bird. It looks like maybe a wing coming down. Gliding. Looks like a hawk. You can't see the head. Looks like the wing going up here with the thing and the head going around. You can't actually see the tail feathers very well either. So I don't think we need to waste much more time on that one. Of course, that's on an angle, which aerodynamic things tend to do. UFOs don't have to do that. They go vertically straight up and left and right at crazy speeds. If you hear the real good witness cases anyway. I would put in, well, a bird of some kind. It's possible. What's the location? Normally I look for birds in that location. So there they go, they're saying it's a black triangle, which is obviously, you know, bird. What's that location though? They've changed the size of the font or something, have they? It looks different. What's happened here? Because this is bigger. Right. This looks bigger down here. 70 Paris. Where's that? France? La Douai. I don't even know where that is, so let's plug it in. Sounds like somewhere over there. They've all boarded, shut down now. Everybody's locked in because of the virus. So where is that location? Is it like an island, is it? Is that the one? What does it say? France. Yeah, there you go. It is France. Found it. Looks like a remote place there. A lot of farmland. Yep. Big farmland. It's amazing how much is used for farm nowadays. And it's near the sea. Where birds are coming from. On to the next one. Hopefully it'll be a bit more interesting. I think some of these we may have seen before, though. My voice is going croaky, man. Hopefully I'm alright for Rob's tomorrow. I'm not even sure what he's doing tomorrow. Okay, what are we looking at here? A nice picture of a tree. And a bright light in the sky low to the ground where the International Space Station is often seen. So let's see what it says. Again, no video, not much to go on. And not much said. After getting dim, it got bright again. Then completely vanished. Well, that sounds like a satellite, doesn't it? So, who knows on that one. You can plug it into the software. See if it was International Space Station flying over that location. But we'll just keep on looking for something better. Sunrise. Whenever you take a picture looking at the sun, we always get artifacts, right? So what this one's got to say.
Went to watch the sunset while near Kaunapali Beach in Maui. Took a few photos but did not see or hear anything unusual at the time. A few days later, while going through my photos, I noticed the odd-shaped light in 3 photos.
Yep. What's that sound like to you? Lens flare? There we go. Probably lines directly up with the sun. I'm not sure if you can see what type of lens flare it is. Sometimes it's focusing, what do you call it? What's the terminology? Where it gets over saturated, the sensor, and it bleeds into the other photocells. Kind of looks like it is a lens flare. It's got no particular shape to it, but with the screen zoomer, there's only so much I can do. But another boring one, I think. Let's have a look. Is there any other pictures? It's around the wrong way. Okay. We've had a video. You can't really tell, right? Looks like a lens flare again. That one's around the right way. And that's over here. Because lens flare is going to move depending on how you angle the camera. So we can't really say that's a moving object going from here to there. We'd better see the video a lot better what that is. But yeah, because you're aiming at the sun, it's going to be lens flare. So you didn't see it with the eyes, which is another clue, a red flag as we call it. You don't see it with the eyes. It wasn't there anyway. It's amazing how people don't understand their cameras still. They need to be watching me, right? So that's here. What's this one? It's totally black. Not even sure where that is. Sounds like South America, is it? I'm not sure. Where's that location? Come on, open it. Where is it? Canada. Well, that makes sense. I think I saw a CA in the name, but then that's a case number, isn't it? I don't know. It must be a case number. Might be just a coincidence. Yeah, so it looks like it's over a remote town. Lots of farmland again with the checker pattern that we're getting. Yeah, we know that now. Because you guys' chat will be like 30 seconds behind what I'm doing here. Yeah, so you can see it's pretty remote there. So what do they reckon? Oh, big blurb. Yeah, my eyes not focused too well today either.
I let my cat out onto west-facing deck at 8:45 p.m., March 10th. Something moving in the sky caught my eye. I looked up and first saw 4 large lights traveling west to east in perfect formation, one behind the other in a slight arc, with concise space between them. Shocked, I yelled out for my husband to come see it. As I waited for him, I searched the whole sky and saw numerous lights, bright, some dimmer, traveling swiftly west to east. My husband and I went onto the deck, watching countless lights coming rapidly over our property. We would watch some from the west deck, run through our house to the east deck, all the while watching the lights going over and fading into the east sky, towards an incredibly red bright full moon. So many lights kept coming, no end it seemed. He got the binoculars and watched one light advancing on another, he said, as though trying to pass it. But it backed off and continued trailing behind. I saw some lights were traveling side by side, others in a perfect straight line, one behind the other. I got my phone and started taking photos. I only captured 2 lights, one in each photo. But in 3 other photos, when moving them slowly right to left, there is very strange things beyond explanation. The light slowly began to thin out, seeming smaller, dimmer, slower in motion. Afterwards, the odd one would come along. At about 10 p.m. I was worn out. I went upstairs to bed. My husband remained downstairs and continued to watch the sky. Neither one of us slept much that night, even though feeling tired and the fact I had a cold. The following night of March 11th, around 9:30 p.m., there were lights again but moving more northerly, and their numbers were sparse. We continued to wish for an explanation to this monumental sighting that leaves us very perplexed, concerned, and frankly on edge.
So it could be anything, right, guys? Spud cam again. Probably would have to look for distant planes on this one. So yeah. Let's see, when was it? Not too long ago, 5 days ago. What? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Susan's one step ahead. Brighten image. Looks like I've been given a sandwich here, so I need to munch on that. Might be why my eyesight's going, because the sugar levels are dropping. So, let's just have a quick look here. We can brighten it. We can change color swap, which is a lot better. You can see a lot more stuff that happens. So this should be brightness. So there's definitely a light source over this edge here. I don't know what that is. And you can see here we got it on sort of maximum brightness on everything. It looks like a tree. Looks like some kind of light lighting up a tree close to him. Could that be what they're talking about? I don't know. There's not much to go on. So let's try color swap. Of course, if it's a picture, it should be high megapixels as well, rather than video being 1080p. So it should be better. I want to eat that sandwich, but I don't want to munch on the screen. Munching sound on the mic. Okay. Again, you can see even color swapping. Just going to get that bright light on the edge. So let me just see the metadata of it. Haven't used that for a wee while now. Let's see, hopefully it still works. Okay, we got no exit if on that other one. What was that one now? The one with the triangle. Oh, that's because she edited it. So that proves that she edited it. And this one, again, it's got no metadata, which is not a good sign. So what else we got here? Unless it's an old camera, but she said it was on the phone, didn't she? So why has it not got any camera information in the file? I don't know. Got a suspect. We got a date there. That sort of does it match up to her date though? So even the date's not there. It was the 10th, wasn't it? Let's have a look. 10th and 13th. I don't think there's any 13th or 10th there. What's that one? Many dates is the date that I created it, which is kind of strange. So let's have a look at another one. This UFO stalker messed around. Save. Should say file 2. Should be the original. File 2, is it? File 3, I reckon. Okay, that'll do. But yes, no metadata on it. Well, that one has. So that means the first one's been messed around with. But where's the camera model there? Don't see that information. What's going on here? That's the top. Very strange. Should have a camera make. Doesn't make any sense. No way to confirm the date that was taken. So that's talking about the file date on the hard thing. Now if we look at that first one up here, that's the same. So it's a 4000 by 3, so it's a 12 megapixel camera, whatever it is, but information's been deleted. Kind of weird. Looks like it's on a smartphone though, because we've got Apple popping up here. Apple Computeration. So maybe she downloaded it off a phone using some software and it's lost the metadata. Some older phone, 2017. I can't see any other dates here though. Here we go. Profile note. So we got no way to prove that she took the photograph. Need to check some other things to see if the date appears there. But it normally does. Kind of weird. So that's image 3. So let's brighten it. Okay, something up the top here. There's not much to go on, is it? Almost looks like it's got something hanging down. A bright light in the sky. Could it be like a weather balloon? Bunch of balloons, lead balloons that have been released. Or some fake, maybe. Says many sights are varying brightness and speeds. Yeah, I don't like the metadata being missing here. I wonder if it was copied, saved from another site, you know, and didn't upload it to MUFON, which generally happens. So we really need more information on that one, whether it got checked, verified, the photographs. So we could probably put that into plane finder or flight radar, see if there's any planes in the area at that time. But unless we can verify the date, so let's have a look at another image and see if they got dates in, because we didn't save that one there. But let's just do that one again. Just save it and see how that one comes out in the metadata, just to verify that it is working properly. So that's file 1. If, oh, here we go. This is how it should come in. Plus we got that one's got iPhone 7, and we got the 4th of the 3rd. So does that match in the description? So yeah, it's not really what normally happens if MUFON can't verify the date in the images. Then they just assume that it's someone trying to do a prank. Oh, there we go, the 4th of the 3rd. So that's what we saw in the metadata. All sort of fits up. 10:27, 16:25. So why is that different? So that's 6:30 p.m. 6:30 almost. So let's just have a look at the times. Oh, here we go. Modified date. I must have read it wrong, did I? I tell you, my eyes are not that good today. My right eye's a wee bit foggy, and my left eye's no good. So I'm running on one eye here. So everything matches up on that photograph. So we know the software is working, and it's downloading the original photograph. Well, while we got that one open, let's have a look at it, I suppose. Which we said it was lens flare. Okay. This one's actually got a different name in it instead of just a random number, which is kind of interesting. So we got the light up here. Okay, looks like a moon there. Looks like it's something bright being covered by the cloud actually on that image. Maybe it wasn't lens flare, but let's just check out the other ones then in that case. It's moved over here, so let's have a look. Shame it's not a video. It really is. I hate photographs. They can be messed around with. Too easy. Where is it? Yeah. Could it be a moon of the clouds? Or a sundog? It's gone from there to upside down. May not be lens flare after all that then. It can't be a moon because it travelled from that side to there in the cloud cover. So definitely looks like it's in the clouds there. It's a bit more interesting than we first thought. That's where you got to zoom in. That was a bit scrunchy. So what do you reckon? Could it be a LED balloon floating through the dark sky there? Could be just a Mylar balloon because the sun's lighting it up. It's definitely not lens flare. That's just as well we went back to that one. Not much we can do with it though. Looks like a small object high above the cloud cover there. It's clearly not a plane light, is it? Does look like it's round. If you join the two halves together, in fact we probably could do that actually. Could be spinning. Grabbed it the wrong way. Kind of looks like it could be a round object. Probably have to do a layer merge. What's the best one though? Not that one. Color dodge, maybe. It's not too bad. I think we stretched it a wee bit by accident there though. But we need to scale it up. Looks like it's like that, right? Kind of looks like it could be something round. flying through the cloud cover there. What is it? I don't know. Balloon or unknown. That's about all we can get on that one. It's quite easy to write it off as a lens flare, but I don't think it is, because we wouldn't have the cloud cover, right? It'd be on the actual over top of the cloud. So yeah, that one turned out to be a bit more interesting after all that. So yeah, I'll just paste the link to that one. Of course, this is a boring task, going through everything, trying to figure out what it could be. Illuminated balloon. Unless we saw the video, because we don't know which way the wind's going here as well. So if the wind on the sea is going right to left, it would be obvious it would be a balloon. And this is where the video is needed, really. So let's have a look at this one here. Alright, so they've changed the case numbers to include country codes. So that's obviously German. I didn't see that before. Maybe they're always done that, and maybe I only just noticed. Okay, so what they're saying here.
Friend called me outside and pointed towards the sky. I noticed a strange disc-shaped object moving in a wobble fashion. Not an airplane or helicopter for sure, then lost it over the horizon. We jumped in the car and drove to area when you can see the sky for at least 50 kilometers in a 360-degree radius, and could not find the object again. My German friend reported it to a German UFO site. They said it was a weather balloon, but it's not way. In the second picture I've circled two other objects we noticed after we enhanced the size of the picture. The German UFO site said it was bees. I saw the video of the Navy reporting and noticed it was the same shape I saw, so I finally decided to report it to MUFON.
I was just moving my mic while I was reading out, so I can eat. I don't want too much munching noises. So yeah, some objects in the sky, again very far away, hard to make out any details. It kind of looks like a bird shape there, doesn't it? So again, have we got one that hasn't been defaced? Probably that one there. How many we got? 2 pictures. Now let's save that one. And check the metadata. Here we go. Paste the link to this one too if you want to have a look on your screen. Off to Germany we go. Just close down these other ones now. Free up some memory. I left those ones open too. So that's the main one. Oh, I got it on the wrong thing. Silly. So we're talking about a few pixels on a 12 megapixel camera, is it? So we'll just check that. reckon really UFO like, is it? So what's the metadata, I reckon? Maybe even renamed it UFO. Oh, 00. That's not going to help us. Of course, it's going to have the file date that I saved it. Yep. My time. And that's about it. Strange size for also a camera picture. 1200 by 1600. So it's another one we can't trust, right, straight away. Especially no video, right? Unless it's actually on the MUFON database and it hasn't come across. So we better check that. So normally it's not worth worrying about what these could be, because it doesn't match the story if it hasn't got metadata. Certainly got a big block coming up there. I don't think it's been edited though, but it is kind of strange. Kind of looks like pixels on the screen. Brightness doesn't do much. Kind of looks like a bird though, doesn't it? It's got that triangle shape happening. Bird with the wing going this way maybe. And the head of it this direction. So again, not much to go on, and we got no metadata. So have we got any other pictures there? I think she must have brought it into the editor, right? So we've lost quality straight away, which is a bit of a shame. I think she's edited this one, yeah. And I bet it's the same pixel ratio. Let's save it. And see if I'm right. So she's destroyed the evidence pretty much if you ain't got the original photograph. I think maybe some people do that on purpose. So yeah, I got the original here. I want to keep copyright on it. Maybe that's what they do. Why is it not saving it? What's going on here? Did I have it muted? I have it muted. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Yes, it's the same pixel ratio. Works out to be about 3 megapixels. Now that's a pretty old camera. My old camera I got on the shelf is only 3. It cost me $1,500 at the time. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think they're using an old camera. But it's possible because my old camera wouldn't have metadata. So it's a bit of a shame if it is a 3 megapixel old camera. But yeah, she said at the end there about the Navy, comparing it to a Navy. So she's clearly a UFO fanatic, right? Which can actually ruin things, because then they load it into their computer and muck around with it, try and compare it, rather than just submit the image to the experts to have a look at. So yeah, so far it hasn't been too exciting. We've got a moon one here. So yeah, what I think is that triangle shape was a bird, and the other two in the background are probably birds in distance and not bees, as the report said. Some experts that she talked to or whatever. Because the shape's not there, and we ain't got enough data to confirm the other ones. So what's this one trying to say here? So let's just read that out. I'm just going to mute the mic again. Hopefully I don't forget to unmute.
These photos were taken through an 11-inch celestron telescope through a 12.5mm teleview eyepiece using a Nikon 1 camera. Total of 7 shots, very clear. Taken at zenith as moon passed over. Object appears to be tilted inward toward the center of the crater. You can see that some debris has been displaced by the object. The object itself has the appearance of a giant, metallic, black man. It appears to have rear lights, but this could be a reflection of the sun off of prominences attached to the object facing out and away from the crater. I am an RN with 48 years of nursing experience, so my powers of observation are well honed. The bottom line is that the photos speak for themselves.
Okay, I forgot to unmute it again. Yeah, so yeah, some guy was saying there at the bottom there, if she had a better camera, and of course it looks like we need to zoom in and see what we can see there. I'm just trying to work out what crater she's talking about, toward the center of the crater. But there's a lot of craters here. Nikon 1 camera, so not sure how good a camera that is. But we'll see. Did I save the image? I don't know if I did. Let's save it now. See if it says already saved. Looks like we have. I notice a new format now. They're using this JFIF. Instead of using it, just calling it JPG or whatever. So it seems to be a new format that Google are using too. Did it make another copy? I think it probably did it? Yep. So we must have another one up there at the top here. Yeah, so let's have a look. Yeah, so what crowd are we talking about, guys? So it makes it a bit hard to zoom in. Like I said, it's a lot better quality than the idiot Bruce C's all gets. He's just a fraud. Okay, so the sun's coming to the left here. You can see the reflection and the crater there where you got shadow on the left. And that's illuminating the very edge of the crater there. It's not too bad with a backyard telescope though. It's wee bits out of focus there though, isn't it? So it's not going to be much better than what you get for NASA. Definitely a wee bit out of focus. So we're not going to get any definition on anything in that picture. So I can't see anything in a crater there other than shadows. So it beats me what she's looking at. So obviously we've got some atmospherics happening there. Don't know if we can sharpen it. What do I want? Photo. Just get the shot. Go from there. But the problem is if you do it too much, it starts to add artifacts. So you can see here it's less blurry now. But I still can't see what she might be looking at. Again, we probably need to see a video. Could be just a bird or something flying across the screen. Could be that little black dot there that she's talking about there. As we know, they can go quite high. What's the MUFON case number? So that one's listed in US. So yeah, it's definitely a number of some sort there. But it doesn't match the case number. There's the case number there. And it's totally different, so not sure what that number represents there. GPS? It can't be. Some other number they put in the database with the case number. So now we need to look up on MUFON database just to make sure there's no missing images. Now UFO Stalker is run by MUFON as well, to make the database into more of a visual database to make it easier to look at. You can see these films are pretty horrible. So I want to search on the case number. There. Submit. And what have we got? Quite strange. It says there's no attachments there. Let me just shrink that down a bit. Got description. Hang on, that's got the wrong site in. That's not the same case number. Where's the case number? That's kind of screwy, isn't it? Database corrupted. Where's the case number on it? View. Probably should say in the header here. 106848. It's definitely a different case. That's the number that we copied, wasn't it? So there's problems. 106849. So what's the difference? Where's it gone? Looks like maybe I chopped off the last digit, was it? It's got, should be 49, shouldn't it? Okay, let's redo that. Hey, what happened there? Oh, right, I must have not copied it properly. No, won't allow me to put the last digit in. 1068. It's got some spaces in. Stupid. 106849. Oh yeah, let's try that. Yeah, so what do we got here? Moon crater. Okay, we got the right one now. And looks like we only got one image. Which is probably the same one. Yep. Which is makes it not very handy. Okay. So why don't you take a video of it? That's stupid. So maybe she's holding it back and they're waiting for a phone call. So she gives them. She talks about 7 shots here. Appears to be bited inward towards the center of the crater. You can see that some debris has been displaced by the object. So I'm not too sure what she's looking at. Displaced debris. Can you see any debris? Somewhere near the center. Look, I don't think the aliens are going to be on the side that everyone's aiming the cameras at. They're going to be on the opposite side when the sun's that side. Kind of stupid, really. They ain't going to be operating in plain sight like that. But I can't see what she's talking about. Imagination gone wild. Center of the crater. Maybe it's talking about this one at the very edge here. I don't know. Waste of time, isn't it? Keep on looking. I'll paste the link to it anyway and see if you can see what if you want to see if you can see anything in the image that I missed. It's good to see that we got 3 hardcore UFO people interested in looking at images. Out of 2.1 million people in the world that's liked Taylor. Yeah, so let's got one here of the sun, which looks very familiar to last week's one, is it? No, moon, sun. Let's have a look. Looks like a plane. We're sure we've seen this one before. Or someone's copied it. So let's have a read of this, and we'll have a look at the image.
We photographed a cube by the moon on the warm moon night.
Ooh,
we
cube.
saw it on our 65-inch monitor. Camera was a Pentax K1 with Pentax 300mm Pro telephoto lens. I cropped the picture, then used it as a background in a third program and rendered it as big as I could. 10,000 pixels. I will share both crops with you. The camera was tripod mounted with a 2-second delay. We share this in case others filmed a cube by the warm full moon.
Okay, so I was just looking at the last picture. I forgot to check the metadata on it. You can see here, this is actually the original picture. Exactly what she said it was. Nikon 1. So it's always good when you got that information that you can verify what the person's saying. So this one's got a cube UFO in it. So let's have a look. It looks like it's not full image again, isn't it? Because that's as big as we're getting. Kind of strange. Come on. Speaking of cube UFOs, there's a new show called Picard from Star Trek on, which again is back to the Borg UFOs in this show. It's quite good. It's getting quite interesting right now. Now we'll save that one as well. But it looks like they've played around with it in software themselves, or they've done a digital zoom, not an optical zoom there. Can you see it's a lot grainy? So yeah, let's have a look in the metadata. Blank and blank. So again, there's another one we probably can't trust. We'll just load it up. Where is it? They seem to be sorted in some other order here. Date order, I think. Oh, here we go. No. Cropped, so that's the edit. Let's have a look at that one anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get it. It's a cube. Well, looks like a round object of some sort. We're only dealing with a few pixels here. In fact, it looks like a cross shape going on there. Some small Mylar balloon, maybe. Okay, so let's find the original image. Oh. And where's the original? There we go. Okay, let's zoom in. But we know, like I said, the size didn't work out. Look, it's only 400 by 200 pixels. Definitely been messed around with, right? Does any camera take that small photographs, that quality? Doesn't make any sense. It's got to be fake. Let's see, it'd have to be done through a telescope with a high grade camera. And it didn't sound like it was in that report. So what did they say again? Well, it's a Pentax telephoto lens, I reckon. What zoom level? See, if that was the case, why is it not like many pixels? Crop the picture, then use the background. So it's not, again, it's not the original image. We can't trust it. Frustrating. Did I close it down? Hang on, what's going on here? So what's going on? Something crazy. CPU went a bit crazy then. So let's adjust the contrast and stuff. So we're talking about a little pixel right on the edge here, off the moon. Kind of looks like it's going to be something in the atmosphere, which is really small and high up. So yeah, can't see it when I go off that though. Whereabouts is there? So it doesn't even look like much, does it? But that would be, if it was close to the moon, that's the size of a UFO you probably expect, little speck. Not these big ones that you get on these UFO channels, which would be like moles across, right? This one looks like it would be like a normal size for a UFO. But without video or anything else, let's see how it's moving, which way the wind's blowing, all that sort of stuff. Again, it's really guessworky. So someone would have to plug all that information in if they believe the story. That is, it hasn't been edited, because we ain't got the original photograph. But I have to see if that camera actually has information for metadata, because not all of them have. They don't simply store it straight on the SD card. Some you have to use software to transfer, which is not the best way to go. Looks like it's locking up. Looks like it's locking up a wee bit here. I'm not sure why. And I had mic muted because I was eating, but I wasn't talking. So yeah, so that's the first zoom level. It does sort of have a non-circular shape to it. Although it does seem to have a round edge here, and then it seems to go down straight line, curvy straight line. So let's get the closest up here. You can see we can't see any detail there. Just looks like a small light going through the atmosphere here. The light's being dispersed, which is the problem we get going through atmospherics. So the same filters brought out the same object by merging different color lights together, whites together. Doesn't look like a UFO in that instance. It kind of looks like it's going to be some sort of balloon. It's got the balloon shape happening here, reflection of light at this end here. What kind of balloon is it? I don't know. I'll just play around with it a wee bit more. You can see all the lights in that spectrum here. So we're spreading it out, changing it. And we can start to see the black bit happening here. The rest of it is just atmospherics. It's definitely a dark object sitting in the middle there. So now we've got the hourglass thing popping up, which has always been a bug with the plugins on this software with this particular video card. It normally pops out though after a while. There we go. So yeah, again, we need to see more images and video of it to see how it's moving. If we had like a video sequence, we could actually see if it was spinning around, which would be consistent with it blowing across the moon face in a wind current, which would be like a balloon that's high up. So you can see the glare coming off whatever it is in the atmosphere, different colours of white popping in. But yeah, it's pretty crappy. It's not gonna say, yeah, we've got aliens visiting us. Okay, so yeah, that's the best we could do with that one. Plus we had no metadata to verify it, which is kind of disappointing. 7 shots there and only 1 image submitted. You could at least submit at least half of them. So yeah, what's this capable of doing? Megapixels, because what was the size of the image? Where is it now? Why has it gone all the way down there? Something crazy happened there. Okay, so where's the image? I think that was it, wasn't it? 1, 2. Information. You can see here, look. Ridiculous. 456 pixels. That's not even VGA, is it? TV standard. I'd say BS on this one, right? How can you get such a good quality image on that few pixels? You can't. That's just nonsense. Another one that's a bit of a waste of time. So that one's in USA, Montana, by the looks of it. So, what else we got? A roof line here. Susan? Alright. Yeah, we ain't got no one watching, so no one's going to be helping. They like it when I make fun of things, I suppose. When you do a piss take. But all those other UFO channels are entertainment. Me, I'm serious with some humor added in just to break up, because you need humor in ufology, right? So what have we got on this one? It's not even translated in English here. Floating, by the looks of it. Object floating. I suppose that's South America, is it? Mexico. MX. So it must be Spanish. Let's see, you can normally do translate. Using all the tools. Why is it not translated? Is it privacy thing? The object was floating in the sky as the photo was taken to show their work. I better check that I haven't muted my mic. Yep, it's still working. After the photo, nothing could be seen. Well, it's sort of Chinglish, or what do you call it, Spanglish. It's taken to show their work. What's that mean? Show their work. Some contractor. Yeah, we've got lockup again. Is it still streaming? Something's going on. I'm going to have to close something down here. Did that close? Probably the wrong thing. Yep. Wanted that one. Reopen. That seemed to speed up again. How's it going on this software here? CPU is not that high, 30%. Streaming and doing all this. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So it's got to be the graphic program's got some little curvy thing bug in it still. I'll just close that down too. Oh yeah, let's see. Objects. So they're taking a picture of the roof, obviously a contractor. And they saw something in the tree line in Mexico. Certainly looks like a nice roof there, but would that withstand like a hurricane force wind? Because it doesn't look like they're sort of anchored down. Normally you need lots of screws. You need screws rather than nails to screw it into the wood, so it can't be lifted up in high winds. No, so I can't see it there with my eyes. Certainly a nice image. Okay, can you see they've got some regular nails punched in every 2 or 3 rows, part of it. Okay, tree line will be out of focus, and I can't see. Oh, there we go. So we've got a straight line in the sky there. So that's where we need to head. Looks like it's got some rolling shutter going on. Hang on, let me see if I can see. which way it's taken. So roll and shutter works left to right, and depending if you move your camera, which doesn't look like it has, it can add in some extra artifacts. So this object's moving really quickly to create a long streak in the sky, which would be left to right, so that makes sense. So this object's going left to right as well, so it's flying from the tree off this direction here. It's more likely going to be a bird from the tree line with roll and shutter. So we'll just see if we can zoom in and see if we can see a repeating pattern, because that's an obvious thing for a roll and shutter effect. Where is it? Good question. That one. Yeah, it'll probably go slow again. See how it goes. Okay, so we know it's over here. It's on the right thing. Not much to go with. Oh, there we go, classic roll and shutter effect there. You can see how transparent looking it looks with motion. Yeah, we've only got a few pixels to work with, obviously, but you can see I think there is some sort of repeating shape in there. Maybe we can zoom in even more. But you can see here how it's got that white overglow. That's compression artifacts, because it's a JPEG, isn't it? Let's see. A JPEG always has compression artifacts, whether it's a ping, which is like MP4 quality video. It doesn't change the pixel data, it only compresses the color data, and it's less likely to corrupt on these type of images. So let's just zoom that one. It's probably going to be a bird again. Looks like it sort of spreads out at the back there. So if it's flying this direction, looks like there's a repeating bit 4 times there, although it's still hard to see. Yeah, I think it's playing up again. Oop. So we can turn it into a cylinder. Now it's locked up. Great. What the hell's going on? Okay. Now let's try and change some colors. Right, so we're actually seeing that sort of thing you get with the rod video here. You can see there's some repeating motion blur happening that you get with wing flap. with bugs and birds. There we go. So looks like something's happening here. So there's the rolling shutter. So the object's moving just fast enough to be up with the speed of the processing of the camera. So it's creating multiple images overlapping. So wing up, wing down, wing up, wing down, wing up, and so on. Bug or bird, it could be either, but I think it's more likely to be a bird, this one. You can see it's got a almost like a wing here that matches up with the wingtip here. We're talking about very low quality pixels here. So if that's the wing originally of the bird flying this direction, so and of course UFO channels would say that was a cylinder craft caught in a photograph. So you got the wing coming down this way, and looks like you got another wing going out that way, which you can't see too well. And now we got this timeout thing going. Something's kicked off in the background. So that's going to sort of kill what I'm doing here. Normally the only way to fix that is a reboot. Okay, so the yellow one shows up a bit better. And of course you got the rolling thing happening here too. With the wingtip. So this is move forward there, move forward there, move forward. And you can see, look, it's a regular pattern where the dark lines are. So it's a wing flap going on. And of course you've got the peaky bit up the bit here, which would be the front of the bird, with the wing also there. So yeah, that's how you analyze it. That's the best we can do with that one. Blur flow, as they call them. I think this must have a lot of pixels on it, because I zoomed in, didn't I? So you can see how small the writing is on 12 point. Oh, there we go. 144. Now you can actually read it. So we call them blur flows for that reason. And I got motion blur as well as rolling shutter. And of course we're looking at low pixels there. So we're getting, because of the compression of the whiteness here, this compression artifacts, the data is lost in the compression. And there we got this thing kicking in again. I wasn't doing anything. Something weird going on. Might just the stream's working alright though, isn't it? Let's see. What's going on here? Yeah, everything's locking up. Says it's working alright over there, but it was locking up while that thing was spinning. I'm not sure if it was recording alright. Okay, so let's close all this down. So that one's a blur flow. Obviously it's not UFO shape or actually a cylinder craft. I'll just close down some of this stuff. Is that still working? Let's see if that pops up. Oh yeah, still working. I don't think it's that causing problem. Then that come up pretty quick. Browser. Could be the side chat. Maybe I should reopen it. Just close that one down. Okay, so close down what I could. Let's see if it plays up anymore. Reopen that. Okay, we're back to where we were. So yeah, Mexico one, a bug or a bird. I don't think it's a bug close to the camera though. It looks too small to be a bug close to the camera, so it's got to be a bird further away. So let's go to more photographs. Is it looking up now? See, that's taking a while. Brave not responding on this site for some reason. Why is that? What does it say down the bottom there? Loading images. Maybe it's trying to load from a slow site, which would be typical for MUFON. They really need to use like third-party cloud server, really, don't they? Look at how slow this is coming down, right? They're loading the 4 images rather than using thumbnails, right? Bad design. And then they're scaling down the pictures to thumbs instead of using thumbnail images. Yeah, so is it finished? No, it's still going. Okay, we got some interesting ones here by the looks of it, or more interesting. So we start from where? There's quite a lot to choose from. That one looks like a blur flow again. Let's have a quick look. Hopefully the images are case. So Mexico again. We got a video of this one. What year is it? Pretty old video. Only just reporting it, 3 years old. Is audio still working? Yep. There's not too much interaction in the side chats. Just you. That's alright, Susan. We'll be wrapping up in half an hour anyway. But we've got some more interesting ones here, but looks of it. So this one again looks like it's a cut and paste job from another website, doesn't it? Let's join the images together here. At least it's going all right now. It's not slowing down. Okay, so that looks like a blue flow, a bird flying from the tree next to it there. Okay, it doesn't look like it's a flying saucer. So I wonder if that's in the video, so let's have a look. It looks like it is. Let's download it and play it. At least I got a video. The last ones, none of them had video. Mind you, look at how slow these images come down. How long is this going to take? Ages. It's a movie, so it's off an Apple phone. because that's their video container generally for QuickTime. I think it's downloaded already. So let's see if this works. I was on the wrong screen. And guess what? He's taken it off a LCD TV. I'll bring it over so you can have a watch. Look at that. Yeah. So it's a rod, right? Which is rolling shutter with a bird dive bobbing. But it's a good example. Is he filming it through a wire mesh screen here or off a TV screen? So you can see here the wing flap on that one. If I can get the mouse. You see the wing flap here. And it's moved downwards. And you can see the other wing has changed angle too. But the other wing flap one would be here. A classic rod effect because of the camera artifacts. But yeah, is it a fly screen that he's filming it through? That could be a bug. Fly just happened to be there. Is it a TV screen? It's a bit hard to tell. It's amazing what rubbish people put up though. Only in Mexico. Oh well. Let's have a read of what he says here. I'll just mute the mic again because I just want to finish off this cold sandwich. It used to be hot, now it's cold. It'd be dinner time soon too, wouldn't it? My lunch and dinners all end up in one.
In August 2017, I took my family on a cruise to bury my husband at sea. We did an excursion to the Chachapal Mayan ruin in Mexico. I periodically look at my pictures, and about a month ago I noticed this linear shape in the sky. My deceased husband and I still watch all your shows and others regarding UFOs. I know of several people that believe they saw something they cannot explain. So, for some reason something inside blew the picture up. My mom watched me do it and we both had a shocked look on our faces. I used different techniques to see if it could be seen better. Show a few people, one in the space industry, and lighter verbiage they said OMG it's a UFO. I am a firm believer that we cannot be the only people out there, but would like to know what you think is in my photo. It is disc-shaped, has a dome top, leg on the bottom and something small in front of it. Did you see it? Have a comment or question? Discuss it below.
So there we go. That's kind of funny. Obviously cut and paste from another website like I was saying. Comment below. So what do you think MUFON would do with this one? Take it seriously? Most investigators would know that was rolling shutter of a bird. And it's not even the original image. She's photographing it off something there. So let's have a look. She's got some other pictures here. So that one doesn't look like it's doing that waviness. So it doesn't look like a fly screen there, does it? Yeah. And here it is. See, it's coming from the tree there. So it looks to me like she's played around with it. So let's save the image ourselves and do a better job. Of course, I've closed down the metadata thing. I just wonder if there's some other way I can do it. Oh. I fear the dreaded slowdown. Is it working now? Seems to be alright. Sure, I've seen this image before on some website. seems to ring a bell, this particular, you know, image of Mexican pyramid. Perhaps it was on the Rod Show. Was it the Rod Show? What was that thing? Unsolved Mysteries or something like that, where they started talking about rods years ago, before they realised that Escamilla guy may be faking it. But like I said, I've seen a rod with my own eyes, so some of them are camera artifacts, but I think he would know the difference with rolling shutter and high frame rate. But still, 1080p video is still going to create the artifact, right? Even on, say, some of those high professional cameras skydivers were using, where you caught some rods flying above 10,000 feet, saying that no bugs are there, but that's not true. We found out that bugs can go that high. So yeah, there we go. We can scale it up now. So I don't know what I saw, but it definitely was a rod. No, I don't know what he filmed on everything there. I think he could be faking it. Okay, so really it's at the bottom of the image there. I didn't cut it really well, did I? Hey, at least it's not locking up so far. I think it might be the plugins that are causing problem. There we go, you can start to see the bits sticking out now. Is it locking up? I'm sure I clicked on it. There's a lockup happening. Kind of weird. Maybe I should roll back versions again, because the last version didn't seem to do that. They seem to fix it and then it comes back again. But this is a tool I like. It's simple. And the plugins are good. So she's probably played around with the brightness. She must have put it through some other color filters, I think. Made it black and white, maybe. So brightness doesn't really help too much, does it? Flip hue. Here we go. Now we can get a picture like this, right? And it's exactly the same. But you can make it thicker, play around with it. So I'm not too sure what she's saying disc shape. It doesn't look like a disc shape. Almost looks like a dolphin. Dolphin flying through the air. On that one anyway. So yeah, definitely rolling shutter. Bird flapping there. Either flying up towards the tree or flying down from the tree. It's a bit hard to tell which is the front end here. Is that the beak end this side? But what's happened is you got rolling shutter happening two places here. Let's see the pictures that way. So again, the scanning is going to be left to right. This one's on an angle. So it's scanning left to right here. So that means the bird has to be going, let's see, has to be going upwards towards the tree. So this is flying upwards towards the tree. And look, that thing just kicked in again for no reason. There's something crazy going on. It's back again. One day that's going to get fixed. I don't know what it is, but maybe they'll find it in an update. So the rolling shutter's going in chunks vertically. So let's just see where I can see where it's going. I can see there's some sort of pattern happening. So yeah, the bird's got caught here, flying up. Not quite right, let me just go over a bit. So the bird's flying up here, so the first process of the thing is the end bit of the bird, and then it's sort of caught up a wee bit here and got the bird wing mid-body, and then in the last scan, which is not perfect here, far from perfect, looks like it might be there. It has to be wider. It probably carries the tip, probably the rest of that tip there. I haven't got quite it right here, so it looks to me like then the bird has got caught with the wings flapping and the front end of it, so it's got flying up towards the tree. So it was like a flatbed scanner, so it's scanning here, but the bird's moving quicker than the processor unit can actually scan in information to build up the picture. So they're standing there looking at a static image here, but something's flying really quick in the scene. Birds can fly up to quite fast speed. I think it's about 100 miles an hour, isn't it? Typical bird speed. See, there's that thing clicked in again. So I'm just trying to work out what's causing that. Not responding. But it's certainly slowing us down here. Hasn't come back yet. Let's come back. What's that, about a minute? Wonder if it'll kick in again without me doing anything. Just trying to work out what activates it. I hate intermittent errors like this because it's really hard to pin it. Could it be some virus scanner kicking in the background? But I've probably got most of it disabled. Could it be something Windows is doing in the background? It's more than likely. Windows does some strange stuff at times. So anyway, that one's a bird flying up towards the tree. Wasn't that exciting, but it was a good example. Okay, so we've been through quite a lot. It's gradually building up, filling up the drive here. So on to the next better image. I've gone back there. Okay, what next one should we look at? Someone taking a picture of the sun. That one we just did. What's that one here? Doesn't look too exciting though. Oh, that's kind of a long photograph. How's that done? So that one's got to be spinning around surely, or was it one of these multiple lenses cameras where you can do a panoramic snap now? So how'd they do that? Yeah, we got a vertical one. Why did they suddenly change the camera angle? That's got to be stitched together in software, right? They're taking it in portrait and it's stitched together in portrait trunks. How does it do that though? Do they take a series of snapshots and then it stitches it together in software? What's it say on this one? Not much. Tic Tac Shake Crot. Great. Yes. Panoramic view. Yeah, but so how does it do that? Do you have to manually take a series of snapshots and in the software it just looks at all the images and makes a view in the firmware? Or in the application, I should say. That's got the only way it can do it, unless it's got a lens that can rotate for you. I don't think iPhones have that capability. So obviously this thing here, which is obviously going to be a bird again. And obviously this is stitched together a bit like the moon photographs, you know, from NASA. That's how they do it. So someone's taken it in portrait here. It looks like we can see like stitching errors though, isn't it? Where it looks like it may have been a bit brighter. Looks like a stitching error there. Looks like something different happening there. So yeah, don't think we'll spend much time on that one. That's obviously another bird in the distance. You can see there's certainly a colour difference going on. So she must have been taking it this way. We'll just zoom into it anyway, although there's better images to come on other cases to look at. But yeah, you can see what's today's ones sort of turning out to be. Mostly birds, isn't it? Birds and maybe a couple of balloons. Usual rubbish that we have to keep dealing with. I'm not even sure I got it. So I got it on the wrong setting, didn't I? Jeez, ball. So who wants to take a bet that there's a bird shape? This one probably won't have rolling shutter because it's so far away. So let's have a look. A blue photo. Okay, because we can see a hint of a wing here. See here the blue blur. That's because the wing flaps obviously a lot faster. Then the sensor is picking up. Which way is it going? A bit hard to tell. And because we've got that glow effect here, which is due to video compression, photograph compression. So this is where it's going to go slower going. Whoop, wrong one. Whoop, what's going on here? Yeah, look, slowing down. Look, yeah, something crazy going on. Something's happening on this computer. Still haven't managed to find that elusive little spy thing. Men in Black again. I should pop up the Men in Black video. Go away, Men in Black. We're trying to do something here. So you can start to see the wings here, right? And we can make it into a disc shape if we want to by playing around with the filters. So let's go to the color swap one, which is the more interesting one. You can see how motion blur. So it's definitely got some roll and shutter after all that. It's been stretched out. It's been stretched out just a wee bit. The wing flaps. See, the body of the bird's too long for where the wings are. Yeah, start to slow down again. Now this is getting a bit annoying. But yeah, you can see the quality is not there. Yeah, there's not much we can do with that one. Oh, look at that. Looks like a circuit board. That was quite a good effect. But yeah, that's the only one we can see where the wings are. It looks like it's been stretched out a wee bit though. Probably because of motion blur rather than roll and shutter actually. If it was roll and shutter, we'd probably would see a hint of the wings here up about here again. Anyway, that one, as I said, wasn't going to be very interesting. Another bird one bites the dust. So let's see. It's got always goes back to the other images. What are we looking at here? Something in the night sky. What's that one here? Have you seen this one before? Arizona. Looks like it might be a jet display, is it? This one seems to ring a bell. That wasn't the one that was made of fake, you know, the one with the fake UFO flying across. This one was obviously a bug this time. Look how super sharp the image is of the back of the lady here. And then suddenly this is a blur. So that's closer to the image. So let's save that one. So again, another bug, bird, blue foe as we call them, blue foes. If it was a UFO, you'd expect it to be like crisp, like that back of that lady there. Let's just open it up on that one. See, look how detailed that is there. It's amazing. And yet we can only get crappy photographs of UFOs. They can even read the board there, almost. Arizona? Is that, where's the Grand Canyon? Is that in Arizona? It looks like, yeah, here's that object. There's an angel, a black angel. Could be fake. Could be a fake one, this one too. We see that on those horror shows where they have that little black whispery thing flying around. Could be added to the photograph. So we need to look at the metadata just to be sure. I don't think it's a bird. It's got to be a bug of some kind or a fake. It almost seems like the wings here. Could it be a bird? Okay, just have a readout of the thing. Oh, there isn't no readout here. It's taken, not seen by anyone. Classic thing of a bug or bird, right? They fly by so quick you don't notice. Man, so many birds and bug photographs. So we really need to enhance it, see what we can get. To me, it looks like a bug just behind where she is here. In distance. It's a shame we haven't got 3D camera images where it takes a set of two at the same time, and then you could work out how far from the lens it is. That would be really good. Maybe future cameras will have that, and you'll get like a double image, and you can put it through special software where it sort of joins it together. But you probably need some sort of glasses for it, where you see one image with one eye and one image with the other eye. But like how they used to do it in the old days with those old ones for the photographs. So yeah, metadata. It's a shame Windows doesn't automatically tell you. See, that's something they could add down the side here to make it useful. Windows never really improves on things, right? It's already going slow, look. Can't move the mouse, it's jittering. Let me just disable the damn virus scanner, but I don't think it is. Disable. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? So we're back again. Yeah, me telling the virus scanner to shut down killed Minicam, box what? I tell you what, I think it's sped up since Minicam closed as well. Is it? Seems all right now. See, the cursor's moving really good. Well, yeah, you know, it could be that bloody Avast thing. I think that's always been a problem. I may disable it for good. It used to be a good program, but I think it's just got worse with time. So yeah, so John, I noticed you're there. I was wondering why there was one person watching. Yeah, it only froze because my stream software wasn't streaming, and if I'm not paying attention to my other screen because I was concentrating on the video editing. So yeah, life is excellent, huh? So has it been freezing? I think because I was getting the cursor keep going, hourglass coming up. Something was happening. I think it's in future I might just disable the Avast completely. Let's see if the problem goes away. But we're back now. I think everything's working again. Does the Rhino bomb come up? Says it restarted. Yep. Kiwi. Don't be a nana. Yep, it's all working. Okay, so yeah, and that's not slowing it down, is it? So let's end that. Told you to end. Yeah, it's got to be a buffer problem. Finally ended. Okay, so that's sort of working. Just close that down anyway. Yeah, I was just looking at this one. Where did I get to on it? It's clearly not a Photoshop, because we're not seeing the blocky graphics that we'd get where it's been cut and paste and compression been changed. But it still looks like it's like a video frame grab or something that's been artificially added into the video. That black smoke effect that you get on Adobe, that's what it looks like. But yeah, it doesn't look like a normal blur photo, like a bird or a bug. Right. Now it seems to have got locked up again. So it can't be the virus scanner. It's got to be, since it updated this paint.net again. It doesn't like that plugin for some reason. But it's the only one worth having. It should be like built into the program anyway. See, I can't even select that. Oh, yes I can. So yeah, I think that's been added in. A fake. No metadata. The video size doesn't add up. See, the quality of the image looks more than 1080p, and it's been cut down. But you get tricky ones like that. So yeah, all now the problems we keep having, I'll probably have to finish up a bit early again. No, OBS can't do what I can do on this, mate. OBS doesn't have all the functions. It might be open source, but it doesn't have a virtual camera, which without the virtual camera you can't do what I do with all the different chat programs that I add in over top. I am a computer scientist, I know what I'm doing. This bug is to do with the MSI driver. Something strange going on there with the graphics. But it's something that can't be solved. It's going to be like a firmware problem where the driver is not talking to it properly. It's one of those problems that are really hard to find. And this is the problem with this integrated Intel/NVIDIA chip system that these laptops use. You need the SLI interface to be able to separate the actual NVIDIA chip straight away from the Microsoft crap that it uses in the system. So yeah, OBS might be open source, but it's, the menu on it sucks. The graphics on it too small. It's really hard to see what you're doing. It's over complicated interface and setting up. Just look at Goofon. It's driving him nutty. And for what he uses, he doesn't do anything complicated like I do. For what he uses, Minicam would do him a lot better. and you'll be able to do the phone connections a bit easier. So this one here is the photo, the cell looker thing again of maybe a planet. So any bright light in the sky that's going through atmospherics is going to have that orb with the ring effect happening. So we'll have a read of the description anyway. But you can see here it's going through atmospherics, like layers of ice crystals. And of course it bends the light away from the center. And of course then you get this ring pattern happening, which I've covered before. So what are they saying on this one? The moon was directly behind them. What time was this? Because there was February. There was meant to be the lineup with all the planets, right? Where they were brightest in the sky. I think that was 17th of February. So this is a few weeks after anyway.
Moon was directly behind me. Noticed while walking dog what appeared to be a flying object. Upon continued observation it appeared to have an eclipse-like characteristic. Had white mostly but occasional reddish and yellowish sleek rays coming from it in all directions. Sometimes as few as 3 and times probably 20 or more. Mostly were pointing up into TGE left and right but some downwards also. No noise or movement. No cloud cover. Brightness and number of light beams varied. The dark part of TGE eclipse was approximately the same as the full moon behind me, with beams at brightest probably 2.5 times size of moon. Felt like it was relatively close to be bugged, just a feeling. Observed it over an hour-and-a-half time span.
Yeah, so I'm not absolutely sure. Appeared to be a flying object. Upon continuing observation, it appeared to have eclipse-like characteristics, whatever that means. Had white mostly, so it could be just like a drifted LED balloon. I wish we looked at before. And you can see how bright they normally get too. Just passing through some ice crystal layers, making it do funny shimmering patterns and ring patterns. You can see it here, it's going through some cloud or moisture at least. Although you can't see it here. I bet if we save the image, I'll have to finish up on this one anyway. And back to the editor where it's going to look up. I know I shouldn't have updated it. Should leave it once it's working okay. We had it working at one stage, one of the updates. Like I said, they keep introducing the same fault back. What's happening there? Got too many images now. Oh right, I must have done it wrong. Yeah, I should have done that first and then saved it. So even that looks like it's been cropped. It doesn't look like it's been messed around with. Let's have a look. It's been cropped. No been mucked around with. So is it that one? The very first one? That should be the first original. Doesn't look like it. Anyway. Where's the thing? Yeah, it looks like it hasn't been mucked around with. Okay, what have we got here? Model AM X410. What's LM? What's LM as a model of camera? Right, there we go. LG Electronics further down. LG something. They're like a consumer grade electronics though, isn't it? So look, pixels. Why can't I see pixels? Here we go. Nope. Use width times length. Why can't I see it? XF image width 4160. How about the height? Where's the height? Doesn't have an information. Okay, all. So it's 4000 by 3000, which makes it a 12 megapixel camera. So that's a pretty high quality. We don't need that anymore. And if I click the right one, load it in. Open. So you can actually see the photo cells in this one, trying to pick up minute color background, because dark is never dark. You know, we were looking at that last week one, I think it was last week, with the laser orb. It was clearly a hoaxed image. You could see that we didn't have any nice dark background like that one had, which clearly was an obvious sign that it wasn't actually taken outside. That it was somehow faked with a darker background. So if we chop a chunk of this, start off with a bigger chunk. You can start to see the grain coming in now. There might be some motion blur on this one, maybe from her moving when she took the photograph, slightly elongated it. But you can see here it looks very grainy, even at 12 megapixel for night footage, which is the problem with cameras. Not very good for low light, most of them. So we can see this is obviously original photograph. All the pixels are sort of matching up. Unlike that last photograph with the black object, didn't seem right. And here's that thing happening again. So you can see there's a lot of background light sources there. But it's picking up as little white bits. What it is? It's a good question. Kind of looks like it could be one of those bright LED light blurs, or it could be an unknown object at this stage. So But again, without a video, we ain't got nothing to go for. So we can't see how it's tumbling through the sky. If it's tumbling, then we could say straight away it's a balloon. So we're not getting that sort of image that she was on that one. How she got this one. It's definitely not from this image here, I don't think. It's probably from this image here, which was probably a Soon with more quality coming in. So let's just check that one out. Right. Again, you see it's a screen grab, right? Not original photograph. So what she's done is she's zoomed it somewhere on the camera and took a snapshot of the screen with the phone software. But is it the same image here? I don't know. Why is it not coming up? Something going on here, look. I give up, I surrender, Men in Black are one. I gotta get going anyway. Men in Black got me. There's no reason. It's CPU is like 18%. It's definitely a video card driver, and I bet it's glitching on the stream software too, is it? Everything's locked up here. The Man in Black, I'll be locking up the stream again. I think it's time to finish up. Yeah, so I was trying to work out how she managed to get her image from it. Whether it's the same image or not. It doesn't seem to be to me. This one looks like it's stretched. I don't think it's looking like. See, that one looks more oval shape. There we go, back to her one. Definitely not oval shape, is it? This looks like a different image. I think the one we're looking at has got some motion blur or movement of the camera when she took it. This one's probably a different photograph. She's zoomed in on their software because it's got that on there. And saying here, I zoomed it in a bit more. And saying there, so it's not original photograph, so we ain't got nothing that we can work with on it. Apart from that other image, which is totally different. But yeah, if it's a balloon, that's what it is. But yeah, we got the Man in Black interfering with us again. Keeps locking up. It's unknown what's going on there. It's got to be some Windows 10 driver issue. Men in Black. See, even clicking on that won't start up straight away now. What's it doing? Definitely something strange going on here. Yep, there's the hourglass. Yep. That's really weird. Oh, now it's suddenly popping up. Probably got lots of copies. One day I'll figure it out, or maybe an update will fix it. I haven't done a Windows update for a while. I'm too scared to do it. Don't save. Is it going to work now? Yeah, it's super fast now. It's got to be to do with that paint program. Men in Black. Time to wrap up anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up there, guys. Yep, I finally quit out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll leave the Men in Black to it. And we'll try again later with some more MUFON cases, see how it goes next time. Hopefully there's another Windows update or something that can fix it. We'll see how Rob's goes tomorrow. Yep, good night. Yeah, it would have been a lot better if we didn't have so many little technical glitches. Now you get one program that looks it up, and then it stuffs up the stream, and of course, because that needs a certain amount of I/O. So at the moment, it's sitting on like 15% CPU. That's working fine. Now I've got that paint program shut down. Maybe I should go back to the original release again, see if that solves it. I don't know. Eventually gets worse and worse. I think it's got to be related to also Google's software that's capturing the data. Admin control panel or something to do with the side chats. Anyway, I'll figure it out eventually. Good night, everybody.